The global stage is set, and the anticipation is reaching a fever pitch. FIFA President Gianni Infantino has officially confirmed that the Iranian national team will participate in the 2026 World Cup without question. Despite the ongoing war and complex political climate surrounding the host nation, Infantino is adamant that Iran belongs on the pitch to represent their people.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Security and safety concerns have sparked intense debate, with U.S. President Donald Trump previously discouraging the Iranian team from attending the tournament. Yet, FIFA is standing firm, stating that they are committed to building bridges through the beautiful game. Iran is currently scheduled to play their group stage matches in Inglewood, California, and Seattle, keeping the global soccer community on high alert as the start date approaches. Meanwhile, the road to the tournament is heating up right here in the U.S. Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego is gearing up to host high-stakes international friendlies as part of the Countdown to 26 event. Fans will get to see Switzerland take on Australia on June 6, followed by Colombia facing off against Jordan the very next day, offering a perfect preview of the elite talent arriving this summer. Finally, controversy is erupting in Spain as World Cup winner Christophe Dugarry has unleashed a scathing critique of Barcelona's teenage star Lamine Yamal. Dugarry is calling out the youngster for an inflated ego and claims he is nowhere near the world's elite despite his impressive stats. We will be tracking all these stories as they develop, so make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Can sports truly rise above the chaos of global conflict, or are we just watching a high-stakes PR game? FIFA President Gianni Infantino just dropped a major bombshell, confirming that Iran will absolutely be at the upcoming World Cup, regardless of their current, volatile war with the United States. Speaking at CNBC Invest in America Forum, Infantino was firm. The Iranian team is coming. It is a bold statement considering the region is facing direct airstrikes from the U.S. and Israel, casting a massive shadow of doubt over the tournament's logistics and safety. But Infantino isn't just looking at the headlines. He actually flew to Antalya, Turkey, recently to watch the Iranian squad play a friendly against Costa Rica. His takeaway: they are a talented group who genuinely want to compete. To him, this isn't about government policies or military maneuvers. It's about the players who worked their tails off to qualify. He argues that if we want to build bridges, sports must stand apart from the political theater. Of course, he's not naive. He admitted during the forum, "We don't live on the moon, we live on planet Earth," acknowledging that keeping politics out of the game is easier said than done. But he views FIFA as a steward of those necessary connections when everything else is falling apart. It's a complicated setup, especially since the U.S. is co-hosting with Canada and Mexico, with Iran slated to play matches in California and Seattle. Even President Trump has publicly questioned whether they should even be here, citing serious safety concerns. It begs the question: is FIFA protecting the spirit of the game, or are they ignoring the reality on the ground? What do you think? Does sport have a duty to remain neutral, or is this a line they shouldn't cross? Smash that like button, subscribe to stay in the loop, and let me know your take in the comments below. After all, when the final whistle blows, the world will still be watching. Imagine the biggest stage in global sports, thousands of fans cheering, and a geopolitical minefield sitting right in the middle of the pitch. That is exactly what we are looking at for the 2026 World Cup. FIFA President Gianni Infantino just dropped a major confirmation. Despite soaring political tensions and complex security concerns, the Iranian national team will absolutely be at the World Cup here in the United States. While the headlines are packed with talk of conflict and blockades, Infantino is sticking to a clear, albeit controversial, philosophy. He's arguing that soccer has to exist above the political fray, functioning as a bridge rather than a barrier. It is a bold stance, especially considering that Iran is slated to play its group stage matches right here on American soil, including high-profile stops in Inglewood and Seattle. Having recently met with the team in Turkey, the FIFA boss insists the players are locked in and ready to compete, brushing aside the noise that has led many to question the safety or even the viability of their participation. From a logistical standpoint, it is a massive undertaking. FIFA has made it clear there is no plan B. Regardless of how the diplomatic landscape shifts between now and June 2026, the current roadmap stays the course. It forces us to ask, can a tournament really remain neutral when the world around it is anything but? We want to hear your take. Should sports and politics remain strictly separated, or is that just a fantasy in today's world? Drop a comment below and let's get the discussion going. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on how this story unfolds as we count down to kickoff. Ever wonder how a city transforms into a global soccer hub overnight? Well, San Diego is about to show us exactly how. With the 2026 World Cup just around the corner, Snapdragon Stadium is officially gearing up to host a high-stakes doubleheader that is sure to turn heads. We are talking about Switzerland taking on Australia on June 6th, followed by a clash between Colombia and Jordan on June 7th. These aren't just exhibition games. These are the final proving grounds for teams looking to make their mark on the biggest stage in sports. It is fascinating to see Switzerland essentially adopting San Diego as their home away from home, using our local facilities to acclimate to the U.S. climate and the intense pressure of tournament play. Swiss coach Murat Yakin mentioned that playing in a modern MLS stadium is the perfect way for his squad to get a genuine feel for the World Cup atmosphere before the real chaos begins. For Australia, this match is a crucial warm-up before they head to their base camp in the Bay Area. Meanwhile, seeing powerhouse teams like Colombia choose our backyard for their final preparations really underscores a massive shift for San Diego. As SDFC CEO Tom Penn pointed out, the goal is to make this city an epicenter for the beautiful game, and frankly, it is working. The passion, the diversity, and the infrastructure are all lining up to prove that San Diego is ready for the global spotlight. If you want to witness this electric energy firsthand, tickets are already up for grabs at San Diego FC.com/countdown to 26. So, do you think these friendlies are the perfect indicator of who will lift the trophy this summer? Or are these teams hiding their real tactics until the opening whistle? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with every move leading to the 2026 World Cup. Is the hype around Barcelona's latest wonderkid actually hurting his development? That is the burning question being asked by 1998 World Cup winner Christophe Dugarry, and he is not holding back. Following Barcelona's painful exit from the Champions League at the hands of Atletico Madrid, Dugarry has launched a scathing attack on teenage sensation Lamine Yamal, accusing the youngster of possessing an inflated ego that simply isn't backed up by his performance under pressure. It is a harsh assessment of a teenager who has already captured the imagination of the footballing world. Dugarry, who spent time at Barcelona himself, didn't mince his words on RMC Sport, questioning what reality the boy is living in. He argued that while Yamal managed an early goal, he essentially vanished when the match truly mattered. The Frenchman went as far as to compare him unfavorably to Ousmane Dembele, suggesting that a player of Dembele's caliber would have put the game away. Dugarry's point is clear. You cannot talk a big game if you cannot deliver the results when the lights are brightest. He even suggested that Barca's failure to advance was tied to Yamal's perceived lack of humility. But wait, is this critique fair? When you look at the raw numbers, the story feels quite different. The kid has racked up a staggering 41 goal contributions in 44 appearances this season, helping Hansi Flick's side storm toward a potential league title. It raises an interesting point about how we treat our young stars. Are we building them up for success, or setting them up for a fall? Dugarry clearly believes the praise has gone to the teenager's head, but the stats tell a story of a boy delivering well beyond his years. What do you think? Is Dugarry just an old-school critic being unnecessarily brutal, or is this the reality check that a young superstar needs to reach the next level? Drop a comment below, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more football deep dives, and tell me, does Yamal have an ego problem, or are the critics just threatened by the next generation?